May pips be upon you. Hey, we're going to give this Bitcoin thing another shot here. Oh, let me tell you, just to review the last time in my videos, I gave you updates. Uh, I thought that one of these bearish order blocks here, one of these supply zones, was going to stop price and bring it back and keep it within this trading range here. But that did not happen. Elon Musk and Amazon with their, you know, Bitcoin pumping tweets and reports got price, pumping all the way up here. All right. What are these dotted lines for? I'm going to tell you. Because uh, I'm marking when price broke a high. And that's very important to mark. All right. Also mark when it breaks lows. Why? Because there's liquidity in these areas where people, uh-oh, let's see what's going on. All right. Where people are taking shorts and leaving their stop losses, right? People are taking longs here and leaving their stop losses here. All right. So these areas where the stop losses are for people who are taking longs. And what do market makers and their liquidity managers do? They go down here, they bring price down here, tap into this liquidity, stop these people out, and continue on. Some people are taking longs at this position and leaving their stop loss up here. Well, they also stop those people out and take them out of their trades as well, and then make the move up. This is in an attempt to grab liquidity for a bigger move. You understand? So they come down here, they bring the prices all the way down here. All these people with stop losses here, they took them out with that wick right there, and then continued up. They came back, and people have left stop losses here. Now, here's the deal: we haven't come back for this level yet. See, this one broke this low, this wick, right? But this one, we came down here, took these people out, and made the big move up, right? Now we have to follow the flow, all right? What did they do up here? They broke a high, all right? Some people call these things short-term highs and lows, all right? And some of them are breaks of structure, all right? But what they do is indicate strength and weakness, all right? The strength and weakness in the price and the bullish uh, uh, momentum, all right? And we broke this high, so this is indicating that price will likely continue higher, but there will be a pullback after this kind of uh, impulse. All right, the market moves in impulses. All right, impulse, correction, impulse. That's an ICI, right? And we obviously made a very, very ridiculous, massive push to the upside. That impulse now leaves us to wait for the correction. Got it? Good. Now, we're on the daily right now. All right. So the first thing that I look for when you get a big massive impulse, whether it's up or down, and especially when you're breaking high, is all right, we're going to get a pullback. How much of a pullback? Where are we going to find that pullback? Now, not too long ago, all I would do is say, oh, well, if you want to measure the correction of an impulse, you get your Fibonacci's out, right? And you see you're looking for a 38% pullback or 61% fullback, 50% fullback, but this is the sweet spot. This is your what do you call the golden ratio, right? And you expect price to at least come down to one of these areas and then shoot up. That is a retracement. Okay, that's not what I'm talking about right now. All right, we need confluences. I'm going to pinpoint where I think this correction is going to happen. This correction will happen, folks. All right. But I want to pinpoint where it's going to happen. And what you do, what I do anyway, is look in this impulse for a bullish order block or uh, uh, a bullish supply zone. All right, where buy orders are setting for price to come down, tap into, and take to the top. All right, there is such an order block in there because price moves from uh, a bearish order block to a bullish order block. That's how price moves. That's where the orders are. There are selling orders here. There are buyers orders here, and price moves. The order flow is based on that. The changing of hands. From sellers to buyers, from buyers to sellers. Who's in control at a given time? When you see price ranging like that, price is in equilibrium. There are equal number of buyers and sellers. All right, until uh, the imbalance comes, all right, where you see a breakout of that level. Break to the upside, break to the downside. All right. So now we're going to look in this. Now, how do I look into that? Well, I don't see anything on this level, right? I want to go first to the a weekly. Let me get, and I want to see where is price likely to come back to, because with all order blocks, bearish or bullish, you can bet pretty hard that price is going to come back to it. Price will retest most order blocks. Period. That's the way price works. I just finished explaining that, right? We have a weekly order block right here. All right. I'm going to put a big old W in there, and I'm going to kill the color. All right. I think that should be enough. Okay. All right. So we got a bullish order block in here, right? A weekly, very strong, but we want to refine that order block. All right. And that's where you start going down in size. You start sizing it down. Refinement is what I call this. All right. And in there, you can see there's a daily order block. Okay. When you have a smaller time frame order block within a larger time frame order block, it's kind of reinforces it. It kind of strengthens it. Okay. And I'm going to color this one a little bit. Okay. All right. And I forgot to name this one. This one is daily. Okay. All right. See the little D in there? All right. Good enough. All right. That's good. All right. So I'm expecting price. I'm not really expecting, but there's potential. The potential is there for price to find its way down here at some point. I'm thinking price. If you look on the weeklies, this is the last time I want to go to weekly. If you look on the weekly, you'll notice that price. Also, let me get this out of the way so it doesn't distract you. You see these lows over here? They're equal to these lows. And I'm expecting market makers to come down and get that liquidity that's down here for the people with stop losses. All right. There's a bunch of it down here. All right. But if they don't, if they've already made that move, that I pointed out earlier, they came as low as they're going to come at this time. They might jump all the way up there, and we probably won't be back here for a long time. All right. But because we're so, close, I would figure that price, while we're still in this rectangular kind of trading range, I would figure price would come down here and do one more sweep. But you see how price left these tops not what do you call mitigated? They're not. The price didn't come back up here to tap them out on each time, it just went lower, lower, lower. So all those stop losses were still in place until they did this big sweep and took out all these stop losses. So I'm not so sure that price needs to come back down here again. They might have tapped in enough liquidity to make the big move up, right? They're going to come back for the correction, though. I'm still looking in here. So in that leg. So I'm going to go down to the 8 hour. And what do I find? An order block. An 8 hour order block. There always going to be one where price just reverses. Price doesn't reverse out of thin air. It just doesn't happen. All right. Now I want you to also notice a couple of things. I'm marking this 8 hour order block. All right. And I fully expect price to make its way down here for the correction and pop up. Right. We're going to put an 8 in there. Stay with me. Stay with me. I know I'm walking through this kind of slow, but I'm trying to go slow so your money grow. Okay. Did I rhyme? Did I rhyme? I try to rhyme a little bit. Okay. All right. So we have this 8 hour order block sitting on the rim of this 4 hour order block. All right. Which has a 4 hour, which has a daily order block sitting down even further. All these are supply zones, and price will tap into one of these zones or all of them. Who knows? But I'm expecting this pullback. And if we put our Fibonacci on that now, I want you to also notice, why is it not working? Okay. I know I put it on there. All right. It's doing that again. Why? All right. From the top to the bottom. I'm not worried about anything happening in the first 50%. Nope, not worried about it. There's an order block right here. All right, that's an 8 hour order block. Price could come down here and hit that. But I don't think so. I think price is going to, because that's like 38%. I fully expect a real pullback. And I think a pullback down. You see how this 8 hour order block and the opening of this 4 hour order, this weekly order block, sitting on top of this weekly order block at this very same opening is the 618 golden ratio. We have 3 confluences here. This is where I expect price to come. I expect price to come down here, finish the accumulation process, and do its thing. All right. Now, price could very well do one of these, but it's going to do something once it gets down here. If it comes down here, I'm pretty sure it's going to break this high. That's from me to you. Okay. We already broke this high, so I expect price to make higher highs after the pullback. All right. So, in case you don't see it very clearly, here is my area of concern. Okay. If price does make it down here into deep into the order block for a nice blast off, where we'll probably see a wick, something like that, it'll be down here. Okay. And that would be awesome. That would be some awesome source. I don't have a high expectation for it to come all the way down here, but this area of concern, yeah, I'm looking in this area. Yeah, right around there. Okay, so that's where I'm at on Bitcoin. I also, matter of fact, I want to make sure we have an understanding on one thing before I go. We can get rid of this. It's driving me crazy. Come on, man. All right. We don't need all the extras. All right. This is the top of the range here. Okay. It's very important. All right. Once we break this high, once we break these highs, once price makes the new high, and that probably will come after this pullback. I'm pretty much expecting something like this. Why is that coming in so dark? Okay, that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. Pretty sure we're gonna be testing this this lower low here, relative to this low, relative to this low, this lower low. This is the first low. This is the lower high, lower lows, lower high, la la la. Okay, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna come back up here and test that, you know, like I have here. All right, and then more than likely bust through, test it first, and then continue on. This might be the leg that starts that bullish run that everybody's been waiting on. Okay. I hope you found this informational. Let me know in the comments section if you disagree or not or whatever. But I would love to see price make that one dash down here to grab this liquidity and down and then make that big move up. But like I said earlier, I think they've already accomplished that here, accomplished what they want to do, what they wanted to do with that here. I didn't something else I didn't point out. Uh, 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 there is what they call fair value gaps, where price has to be kind of filled in. When you get a move like this, there's imbalances where there is more sellers than buyers, and uh, price comes back and fills those gaps. All right. This is another incentive for price to come back down there. There's a gap here. There's a gap down here. Uh, these imbalances, these are inefficiencies, and price usually comes and likes to take those out. And it just gives me another reason why price would be motivated, or market makers would be motivated to come down here and grab this liquidity. Okay. So that's it. Leave me a comment. Give me a like if you want to see more free education and technical analysis from me. And don't forget to check out my channel. Uh, uh, my name's RT Mason, RT Money. um, that's my handle. All right, but you all know me, and I will see you all in the very next video.